go live, but Kia ora, no mai, haere mai. Welcome to Victoria Park here in Tamaki Makaurau, Auckland, for the City Guard 2023-24 Men's Premier T20 match between the home side Grafton Behemoth Lions and Eden Roskill Waterblasting. Grafton Behemoth Lions, they won the toss, they've elected to bat first. And I've forgotten to upload the first photo I took. I might get that up a bit later. I did take a photo of the pitch. But we're in the middle of the CBD here in Tamaki Makaurau. Stone's throw away from where all the action happens, they say. My name is Bevan Jenkinson of Bev's Broadcasting. I am your commentator, your scorer, and everything else. I do have Chris and Paul doing the main scoring though, next to me. Umpires for this one, Yogendra Bogle and Tim Birchall, as Hajot Jahal will start us bowling to Tane Bailey, and Tane Bailey just defends it on the crease and is a dot to start with. Sorry, Dylan Taylor, thank you Chris. Funnily enough, that's actually who I had on strike as well. I did ask you earlier on, didn't I? I'll admit when it's when I've made a mistake, I'm happy to. We're all human beings, they say. And I only got it wrong on the first ball. Jahal's second ball is just dug out and Point takes it on the bounce and they scamper through for a single. And Grafton won without loss after 2 balls. We do apologise if the ball disappears down at the keeper's end, this end, at the clubhouse end. There is a big tree in our way. It does make it a bit hard to see what's going on. I have found a better angle though today. Hajot Jahal 21, oh no, that's his batting actually, not his bowling. That doesn't help things. There's a few changes on for the right-hander. And I'll scamper through for a leg bye. It's Tane Bailey, I do apologise. I've got a few things mixed up there, but at least 2 without loss after 3 deliveries. Taylor's next ball, and it's down a bit of a swipe, half appeal, but not given. And no signal from the umpires. Taylor, 26 innings in the last few years. The Grafton United Premiers. That's the next ball to whom, and just angles this down to third man, and they'll get 4 for it as well. First boundary coming off the penultimate ball of the first over, and it's 6 without loss. "26 innings, 433 runs for Taylor at an average of 16.7, a strike rate of 118.5, and a high score of 53. It's the next ball to him, and it's short one. Down leg and called wide as well. It's a bit shorter ones here from the Auckland Aces contracted player. Hajot Jahal. Two 50s for Dylan Taylor. 38th most fours in the Premier competition, 48. He does have 4 ducks to his name though. Not the case today. 2 of those 4 ducks were golden ducks as well. Stats taken from Play and Cric HQ. Out most times caught by 15 times. See, last ball re-bowled and down to mid-on, shy at the stumps at the keeper's end, and they won't get an overthrow, it'll end the over though. And after one over here, Grafton having won the toss and electing to bat first, they are 8 without loss. Conditions, well, the sun was poking itself out a little bit earlier today, but it's a bit grey and gloomy at the moment. I've got power, because that's how my camera runs. My camera has to run on power. As we're just waiting to see who the opening bowler from the northern end is. Don't have any stats on Tane Bailey, unfortunately, but he's the man not on strike as the second over starts with Daman Bhatti, left arm over, and it's a wide. Daman Bhatti, his first T20 match for Eden Roskill Waterblasting, 27 matches, 22 wickets at an RPO of 7.25 for Papatoetoe. As he re-bowls the next one and starts with another wide, starts with 2 wides. So a bit wayward, it's Daman Bhatti. Best bowling figures of 3 for 29 is only 3 wicket bag. Mode of dismissal 18 catches. There's a bit of a scoop coming in and there's an appeal, but get a very quick single. No, leg by. Being signalled from Tim Birchall. Trying to read your writing. Jim Birchall, I should say, not Tim. And the next ball from Bhatti. Whipped round to the leg side, but there was a man back on the square leg boundary. It's only just a single. Congratulations to the Auckland over 40s men's side who took out the interprovincial tournament down in Rangiora. Tied the final, but won every other game, so it was given the title. Next ball from the left arm over, dug into the ground, and short flying leg can't stop the single from being taken. Those are Dylan Taylor's statistics according to Cric and Play HQ. If you can have another look at this one, misfielded at short extra cover and they'll get a single. So I'm just having to do some changes to my scoring there. The next one from Barty, pulled round, but they've got that protection down there. And just another single. One ball left in Barty's first over. Bowling to the left-handed Taylor. Bailey, okay, no, I do have that wrong. Thank you. And it ends the over, and they are 16 without loss after 2. Now that I've got everything sorted, is this one is short. And be one for the over, but it is a dot ball at least. So there's a backward point on the boundary, swam to side. There is point, cover, mid-off, mid-on, mid-wicket and square leg inside the circle. Second ball flicked off his legs, off his pads, and can't see much of that ball, but it looks like it'll be 4, and it is signalled 4 as well. Bailey with his first boundary. 20 without loss, Grafton. Behemoth Lions. Rounds 2 and 3 taking place this weekend. Grafton play University in round 2 and Hoak Pakuranga in round 3. Both of those games at Colin Maiden Park. While Eden Roskill take on Eversley in round 2 and Papatoetoe in round 3. And those 2 games being at the Papatoetoe Recreation Ground. It's the third ball of Jahol's second. Comes in and bowls. And this one's played down. And extra cover will field it, but won't prevent the single. Taylor 8 off 8 and Bailey 8 off 7. Bangladesh, having won the toss and elected to bat first, are 47 for 4. Mitchell Satner replacing Ish Sodhi in the team today. Ajaz Patel has 2 and Mitchell Satner has 2. So good start there for the Black Caps. Dylan Taylor faces up to the 4th ball from Jahol, and this one's driven through cover. Good shot as well. And they'll race away by the look of things. Well, it does hold up in the end, and it's 4 more. Second boundary of the over. Big thanks to Eden Roskill's sponsors, Pro Waterblasting, Barfoot and Thompson, Mount Roskill, and Reliance Forex. Clubs and organisations these days can't do without their sponsors. It's the next ball, and it's tried to be paddled round, and I think he's killed something on this. He does, it's another 4. 3 4s in this over, and Jahol won't be happy. 1 ball left. It's 29 without loss in the third. Let us know, folks, who you're supporting, where you're tuning in from, and we'll keep an eye on the notes, on the comments on the live stream. I think I've actually hit the most ever watched on a Bev's Broadcasting cricket match, so that's great to see. Covering Eden Roskill games where possible. Last ball of Jahol's third over of the match, and gets this one fuller. And just plays to point, ends the over. 3 gone, it is 29 without loss. First ball of Barty's second over. He goes for a big swing, but nothing on it. Good start here from Grafton, going at 0.16 and over. As Bailey shapes up again. And there's an appeal for caught behind. Eden Roskill looking keen, but not given. And it's a wide, that's why it wasn't given. Eden Roskill a bit generous on the wides at the moment. Next ball from Barty, bowls, it's full, driven down the ground, and it's a misfield at mid-off. Bailey gets through for another single. Unfortunately, due to the setup, trying not to have be too much in the weather. There won't be any photos today. So this one's lofted over mid-on, and they'll pick up 2 at least. They're going to search for a third. Don't think that's quite got to the boundary. Some good running though. Taylor running to the danger end, and they get home for 3. Taylor now 19 off 12. Bailey 9 off 9 deliveries. There will be highlights package posted to Bev's Broadcasting official Facebook page. This one's full in the block hole, and Bailey was a bit unsighted there, but ball didn't go too far, so Taylor wasn't keen. Yeah, I got 2. Great to see action happening all around here at Victoria Park in Tamaki Makaurau CBD. There's a game of football going on in the background there, you can see. There's been junior cricket practice here earlier on today. Jahol moving down to the cow corner boundary. And this one's driven back to Barty, and he fields it in his follow through. Tidy over here from Barty, only 5 off it, with 1 to come. And this one's clipped off his legs, but deep square leg comes round and fields it at mid-wicket boundary. It's only 1 to end the over. 6 off it, It is 4 gone, 35 without loss. So just updating the Black Caps there. Bangladesh haven't actually scored any runs. They haven't lost any wickets. Ajaz Patel 2 for 14 and Mitchell Satner 2 for 18, the wicket takers. Mitchell Satner coming in place of Ish Sodhi, the only changed Black Caps 11 from the first test. Yaya Zeb into the attack now from the southern end. Another Auckland Aces contracted player for Eden Roskill. His T20 stats, he's only played a couple of games according to Cric and Play HQ. No wickets, conceded a few runs, RPO of 6, though that's not bad for the pace that Yaya does bowl. Best bowling figures of none for 20 as this one's up and over, mid-on going back, can't quite get there, and it'll be 2 runs. Bailey now moves to 12. Didn't quite hit that well enough, but good enough to get over the field at least. Second ball from Zeb, and he gets this even better, times it well, and it's down over long off for 4 runs. Forty-one without loss, 2 balls into the 5th over. Got any questions or comments, folks? Let us know. Just don't be shy. Any other games going around that are being live scored? There's a couple that aren't. May not be in progress due to weather, as there's a big swing and this one's through to the keeper. Takapuna at home against Hibiscus Coast. And Takapuna are 70 for 3, almost 10 overs in at Beecroft Park. And Kumu are at home at Huapai Domain taking on Birkenhead, and Birkenhead are 73 for 2 after 6. So next ball from Zeb, and goes for the loft again. Must be a good golfer there, Tane Bailey. Pick up 2. Get out the old pitching wedge. 3 balls in a row. 4 balls in a row. Something like that. I'll make it up as I go, Chris. It's not about saying the right thing, it's making people believe it, right? Two balls left in the 5th. And it's full into the pads and delicately over square leg for 4 runs. Give me 4 there for Bailey, and 12 now coming off this Yaya Zeb's over with 1 ball left. Of course, if you are hanging around and you've seen where the live stream's going to be and you'd like to come and commentate, folks, please do. Gets a little bit lonely talking to yourself. It's the last ball, and it's just edged over. It's gully, and it's 4. And that brings up Grafton's 50 after 5 overs as well, 51 without loss. Taylor 19 off 12, Bailey's 26 off 18. But for commentary, you don't need any experience, folks. Just need to know the sport. That's always a good thing. Be able to have a conversation. There's another change here at the northern end this time. Just waiting to see who that is. As I stated earlier in the broadcast, we're a bit blinded here by the trees. Actually looks as though it is still Damon Barty. As this is around to mid-wicket boundary. There's a man back there and they'll pick up 2. It's none for 15, 1 ball into his third. And this City Guard T20, this is dug in well, full, and it was jammed on top of by Taylor and they run with the shot. Eden Roskill's got a few first-class contracted players, Muhammad Abbas for the Wellington Firebirds, Harjot Jahal and Yaya Zeb, who are both in this match for the Auckland Aces, Brett Randall for the Central Stags, and Azhar Abbas, who's the Wellington Firebirds bowling coach. As this is driven to mid-on, shot the stumps, he hits, but home just enough. Get the single at least. Monday brought up 2 years since Ajaz Patel took 10 wickets in innings. He's become the 3rd international player to do so after Jim Laker, and here's the next ball from Barty, reverse switch hit there, and goes through the keeper, no contact made. And the second one was Neil Kumble. First spinner though, to take all 10 wickets in innings, but lose the match. Jim Laker for England against Australia in an Ashes test, and Anil Kumble playing for India against Pakistan in the 90s. As this one swiped around, and it'll be a single. .56 without loss. 6 in this over. I'm just trying to give you an extra run, Chris. You might need it. As this one's down the ground. And it'll be 4. Ends the over with a boundary, 9 off it, 60 without loss after 6 overs. There's a bit of attention being paid there too to one of the Grafton players, backs. It's the end of the first power play. There's a couple more fielders allowed outside the circle. Mid off and mid on, going back to long on and long off. Duke Kemar, first sign of spin from the southern end here at Victoria Park. His T20 stats. 16 matches, an RPO of just under 6 and an average of 19. Gets his batsman out caught, done that 12 times. In Premier Cricket, taken a 5 for this season as well, hence the photo. As comes down the wicket, does Taylor. He just plays this to long on. Get through for a single. It's just a bit of a change in the field by the look of things. Mid-wickets on the boundary, you can see just to the right of the screen in the middle of shot. This one's full, lofted, but they have got cover back there. They'll take 2, yes they will. They'll get home safely as well, throw to the keeper's end, Neil Patel, the keeper. It's a good throw as well, just a couple of bounces. Throwing to the other end. Kumar's third ball shorter this time and played to extra cover. There's a short third man in place as well as a backward point for Bailey. Full toss even. These two will scamper through for 2 runs, will they? Yes, they'll get home easily in the end. Bailey now 35. Off 23, Taylor 24 off 17. Five off Kumar's 4 balls so far. As Bailey's just adjusting things. Good to see TTV tuning in, supporting, well, he's got foot in both camps by the look of that. This is, diving save, and I think he might have just stopped this from going over the boundary. But they'll pick up 2, will they? Yes, they will. Run rate just under 10 at 9.8 at the moment. I see TTV is sporting both Grafton and Harjot, who plays for the Eden Roskill side. As this is driven. And it is a wicket. First wicket of the game falls. And it's Tane Bailey who's gone, caught at cover. 37 off 25 deliveries. And Eden Roskill Pro Waterblasting have their first. Also ends the 7th over at 67 for 1. Underneath Gunawarana to the crease. Follow that first wicket. Man who's been in good form this season as well. As we have a bowling change at the northern end. Zeb looks as though he's changed ends. Going to be bowling from this northern end. He had 12 come off his first over. No, 16, sorry. Had a boundary off that last ball to make it 16. I was confident about that, Chris, that it was him. Coming back from injury this season as well. He was laid off for a while. Starts to Dylan Taylor, who gets us through point, and it's going to be 4. Good shot there played through point. And Taylor brings up another boundary. Here's 4, 28 off 18 now. As this might be the first maximum of the game. No, it's 4 runs. Well, TTV, actually, I thought I had you in commenting a few weeks ago when you were definitely a not Eden Roskill boy. You were saying so. That boundary coming behind square. Second ball from Johal. It's fuller this time. And down to mid-wicket. Just be a single. Love to know where you're tuning in from, TTV. Only going by your handle, by the way. If you want to tell me your real name, you can. Smith about to face his first ball. And you get a single at cover for it. Off the mark. Seven coming off the 3 balls here from Yaya. And it'll be up and over, long off. This could be the second boundary. No! Well, it is a second boundary at 6. First maximum. That's 79 for 1. Taylor on 35. It's 83 for 1. As Yaya is appealing for an LBW, but gets turned down. Yeah, so ARZ 2 overs for 32. Is Kumar going to start again from the from the southern end? It's 83 for 1. Kumar 1 for 7 off his 1 over. It's just changing the field around at the moment. Square leg coming up to the umpire, and this one's turned into a full toss from Taylor. Takes a step and a half down, no run. Sorry, this time he gets a single. Good running. Do apologise, folks, about the issues with the scoring. It's a new system for me that I'm trying to get used to. Get it right at some point today. Taylor on strike now. 39 off 22. Sweeps this through forward square leg and gets another boundary. He's on 43 now. So look at this time. There's a catch taken, just unsighted, and Taylor's gone 43 off 24 deliveries off the bowling of Jeet Kumar. Here's 2. Jeremy Houghton is the new player at the crease. His T20 stats according to Cric and Play HQ for Premier Cricket. Daman Bhatti. Highest score of 36 in the Premier Cricket, average of just under 16, a strike rate of 93. That's what the stats tell me, Chris. This, Chris, it's T20 stats, not the season. As this one is down to long on, and I'll get 1, just due to the issues I've had with the scoreboard. I've had to pull that down and create a manual one. And it's end of the over. 89 for 2 after 9 overs. The run rate's just slipped under 9 for the first time. Happens with fall of wickets though, and I must apologise to Grafton supporters. It's twice I've gone to give a camera for a 50, someone being close to 50, and both times it's resulted in them getting out. So as an Eden Roskill supporter, I might find more people to take my camera to. As Yaya Zeb to continue from the northern end. He's got none for 32 off his 2 overs. Looking to pull that back. This one's full to cover and shot at the stumps and misses. They get through for the single anyway. As this one's pulled round to mid-wicket. There's a fielder back there, so 2 singles to start the over. Good to see the Grafton Behemoth Lions, reserved men's side here as well in support of their premier side. Went down to Eden Roskill reserves on Saturday. So this one's too short, fine leg, but they get through and will be at leg bye. CTTV, you're only down the road. You never know where people are tuning in from, to be honest. Even for rugby games, I tend to have people that will tune in from the ground itself. It's Jahol's 4th ball, 3 off the 3 balls so far. This will result in another single as the cover sweeper comes in. Zeb's next ball, and it'll be a single just to wide of short fine leg. Picked up a few runs there, even though Eden Roskill Pro Waterblasting have had fielders there. As all the next ball is not a great one, it's wide though. If you're wondering what just noticed Chris's signal to the umpires appears in the bottom right hand screen. Bit of light. As the next ball's full, it'll just be a single to Jahol at cover. Ends the over, 7 off it. It is 96 for 2 after 10. single off the first ball of the over. As Kumar starts his third, I open up a Coke No Sugar. This is a single down to mid-wicket. The third ball, full toss, and mid-wicket having to go around a bit further. We've got one player, short fine leg, is the only player inside the circle on the leg side. Four runs off the first four balls. So Mujtaba joins me. How is Muj?
Not too bad. I should be out there playing, but hey.
Well, as a city mate, you got to blame the coach for that decision.
Which in this case,
myself. Yeah, that's totally the coach's fault.
Look,
You're not playing.
I was bred in a generation where T20 was not a thing, and I'll tell you what, I've tried. I can't get my head around.
Mate, you're only a couple of months younger than me. Calm down with the generation stuff. This is a single down to long on.
Now look, we have a really good young crop of cricketers coming through, so I think it's a perfect opportunity for them to come and showcase their skill.
I think that also shows the what you guys have at Eden Roskill as well.
Yeah, exactly. But it's going to be a good game. Grafton done really well. We weren't expecting anything less.
Yeah, they've come out firing, haven't they? The openers.
Some quality cricketing shots, and there was one over where they toyed with the field. It was beautiful to watch, even though I coach and captain.
I was going to say, even though you opposition.
You got to appreciate when you see good cricket.
You know, well, I've actually found out the method for getting wickets today, Moj. Twice I've gone to give Kyle my camera so that if their opener's got 50s, they'd have a photograph of it, and the wickets fell because of it. So that is the trick.
I reckon it's time to hand over the camera again.
There's Dev Rutcher to start from the northern end.
He's came out of school last year and has really made up his mark in our Prim team. Really promising leg spinner. Non-travelling reserves for Auckland under-19s as well.
That's right, he is too. I forgot about that. More to come on the Auckland under-19s though, as we have a look at Dev Rutcher's short premier T20 stats. 4 matches, RPR of 6.1. I do realise I left the wickets off there. I think it's 2 wickets a caught actually. What an amazing performance the other day by the under-19s, those much.
Oh yeah, brilliant.
This one is cut down to short third man, and I'll get through for a single. 425, I believe.
Yeah, and
against Central Districts.
Both the openers getting big
well, 150s I think they both might have got.
Which is great for us as Auckland Cricket. We've got some really good promising guys coming up.
Yeah, some development players, and of course they pushed the Auckland A side that you and I were both watching on Thursday.
That's right.
At Cornwall. As this one's cut into the ground and 2 point, and they get through for a single. Very tight. They've been running quite well between
really
wickets.
Good well. I was actually talking to one of our boys who are not playing today, and I said we should really look how beautifully they're running between the wickets. They have really pushed our fielders, and credit goes to Grafton.
It's the next one from Rajra, and it's an outside edge. Probably the first real loose shot that's been played. And they'll get 2 to third man. I mean, okay, they've lost a couple of wickets, but those have been attacking shots that they've lost as well.
Yeah.
You know, that one probably just caught the outside edge though.
Yeah. What I think was really good is how they built up. The first 2 overs, I think it was 8 runs, and They got used to the surface and then played some clear shots.
This one's cut to backward point. And you can definitely see that when you look at poor Yaya's stats at the moment. 3 overs for a few.
Yeah, Yaya's struggled with a few injuries, so he's obviously not bowling full tilt, but it's a good comeback game for him.
As this one's cut straight to point and an easy wicket.
And that is the first Premier catch for Damien, who's making his debut today.
Oh, Damien Vandenberg. Yes, thank
right.
you. I did forget it. I forgot about that. He had an amazing game on Saturday. Some of those shots he played in the reserves game against Grafton. Got to be careful about how much we say, eh? Because I think those reserves players are around.
That must be, I'm pretty sure. Now, Damien again is someone that's played some amazing cricket in school. Recently went to the finals and scored, if I'm right, 97. He can hit a cricket ball, I'll tell you that.
Well, that's what I mean. Those shots on Saturday was just clean.
Yeah.
You can find the highlights of that. I posted them up on Bev's Broadcasting Official last night.
I was actually watching it on Saturday night when I got home.
I did wonder whether you guys were tuning in from up.
I'll tell you what, the missus wasn't too impressed, but hey.
Oh, sorry, at home.
At home.
Oh,
yeah,
at home.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Not at Hibiscus. No, I wouldn't do that. It was a pretty tight game for us.
Yeah.
Hibiscus.
Well, I did wonder at the time how many of you had tuned in.
No, I don't think anyone of
Anyone
us
did?
did.
No,
Yeah,
fair enough in a match like this.
Jude Kumar coming in.
And he's, this one's, tell you what, he had some hustle there, but some great keeping by Neil Patel. Throws himself around a lot behind the stumps, doesn't he?
He's his athletic ability is in the top 3 in our team. I drove him and Aman, I put that in that bracket, and Neil's a really promising cricketer. And he's keeping really well. You know, it's not easy at Roskill to take gloves off Prahlad, who's been our keeper for 7 years.
Well, that's what I was actually going to say to you guys, because I looked at the stats and go, hang on, Prahlad's actually got a number of dismissals. And that's only the small bits that I've been able to do, you know.
Oh, Prahlad's, the best keeper I've seen in a long, long time. And funny enough, I actually got him to the club. I was playing a social T20 in 2016, I think, and I saw Prahlad keeping, and I said, why don't you come play for us, mate? Down
to fine league for a single. Well, good on you, Mudge, and it's got a really good club to be part of, I must say. I've only, 6-7 weeks in? No, and I keep coming back.
Feels like you've been here all the way along, and that's a testament to your...
I remember turning up to training a couple of weeks ago, and I had one particular batsman and a lot of worry. I won't mention names.
Was he the captain of the Premier team?
Captain, coach and current commentator.
Straight to the fielder.
Yeah, this one's just a cover.
This is a crucial period for Eden Roskill, I reckon, if they can dry up some runs, and it will put Grafton under some kind of pressure. 2 new batters.
Well, that's a funny thing, isn't it? T20, everyone thought it's just going to come out and swing. But now you're finding you're having those real middle patches in T20s. There's going to be one, and only the one as mid-wicket comes in.
That's right.
It almost makes it like the middle patch of an ODI.
Yeah.
And
someone that I've been following lately, just to get some notes of batting, is Virat Kohli. You'll see him in T20 and one day. He punches doubles, tries to do it early on in his inning.
He comes down the wicket, and another run to short fine leg. That probably says something, Said, about Grafton's runnings. They've pinched it probably 4 runs, I reckon, to short fine leg.
They have, and they've actually run pretty well. I saw a couple of runs they pushed when they headed to long on. So they obviously have their clear plans, which is always the key.
Got over there for Eden Roskill Cricket Waterblasting though, only 3 off it. 109 for 3.
What will be interesting is I'll tell you is who's going to bowl from there end, because that's Jeet Kumar's 4 done, and the next best off spinner in the team is not playing today.
I heard he bowled a few maidens. Apparently he even said something to me today about the amount of maidens he bowled on Saturday. No, it was, honestly, mate, looking at that scoreboard while trying to commentate the reserves game was mouth-watering. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite get over the line.
Yeah, I mean, that's the beauty of the game. We thought we had it all the way through, and their last 2 batters got it over the line, and we had to take it on our chin, and Dave Ratra comes into ball.
Gets it, I mean, even for a leg spinner, he bowls pretty quick, doesn't he?
Pretty quick, and he bowls quicker in wide ball. And he's bowling from the end where you have 50-metre boundary, so good on him for backing himself.
Kumar's 2 for 21 of his 4. It's the second ball from Ratra, unsighted because of these trees. Auckland City Council, if you're listening, would love you to get a chainsaw out.
They're protected.
Couple of runs off the first 2 balls. Bangladesh 80 for 4, batting first in the second test.
80 for 4.
Guess who?
That's a good start.
Guess who the 2 bowlers that have taken wickets are?
Ish Saudi and Ijaz Patel.
You're kind of right. Ish is not playing.
Oh, is he not? Oh.
Satna.
Yeah.
Satna's the other
surprised.
2. That's what I was like. You're kind of right, but not quite. It's the 5th ball from Ratra, shorter. He just dabbed down to short third man. There's a lot of talk about whether Ratra and Ravindra should be coming into that test team. And tell you what, for a young, he's still quite young.
How good is he though?
Oh, definitely.
Right.
Yeah.
I have not seen a youngster come into a World Cup scenario and score the way he has.
Well, he overtook Tendulkar and others, for the most runs scored in your first World Cup. I mean, that says a lot.
And was it his first tour to the subcontinent, didn't it?
No, I think he had one just before.
Right.
With the, he's definitely been with the New Zealand A team.
There's a run out on the cards here.
Yeah. Another run ends the over. And it's 1-1-2 for 3 after 13. 6 coming off the last 2 overs here. So, Mudge?
Yeah, there's been a good set of 2 overs from the 2 star spinners. And as I said, this is a crucial period. If Eden Roskill can dot up some runs here, it will go a long way. At one point, it looked like they would be on 130 and 30 no's. So
Yeah,
really
well,
crucial.
most of the start of this match, though, at least 9.
Yeah. Harjot Johar comes to bowl. He's captaining the T20 and the 2-day side for us this year. Be good to see what plans he has.
Another player that's struggled with injuries as well.
He has. It's kind of been a bit up and down for Harjot and but I'll tell you what, they're in good hands with Broomy at Auckland Cricket, who's been looking after them, and they're both looking there and thereabouts. I think it's a matter of a couple of weeks before they are fully fit. So again, a great opportunity for Yaya and Haj both to come into this T20, not have the pressure of 2 days of bowling long spells and getting a feel of...
that bowling load, isn't it?
Yeah.
And especially when they're not older players, they're still quite young. His first ball pulled round, and tell you what, the batsman, they're going to get a single anyway. I think that throw had to be made. Mudge, what do you believe is captain there?
I think yes, there was a chance there, so good on him. I just like to see some direct hits. So there's something about direct hits because I can't get them because I have no shoulder.
Yeah, I feel your pain.
This is harder than I thought.
The second ball from Johal, and a bit of a swipe, but no run.
But yeah, it's been tough for these boys, but they're so mature. Harjo Diaya, Mohammed Abbas, they're all very mature boys, and they understand like injuries is part of the game, and they just need to keep working hard and come back stronger.
Especially as a pace bowler.
Exactly, yeah.
Excuse me. It's the next ball to Jack Duffy. And I don't think anybody knew where that ball had gone, but it's gone in front of the wicket.
Interesting option, because it is the shorter side of the boundary and there's no fielder there, so
Yeah, there was a man at
this
backward
deep
square.
but I think he aimed it towards fine leg. But hey,
In the end, though, it was a dot ball as the two batsmen come together and have a bit of a chat.
Mohammed Abbas is also coming back from injury, and he's going to play tomorrow. Hopefully, playing 11 for Wellington Firebirds.
Oh, okay.
So that's another one of our boys that plays for Wellington.
I have given a shout out to the contracted players, Saeed. I do have that on my information. Neil gave that to me pretty early on. Who the contracted players were.
You've got Azhar Abbas there. He was contracted back in 1980. No, I'm joking.
Yeah,
Az is probably watching.
19 or 18? Sorry, Azhar.
We miss you, Az.
I don't know you personally, but yeah. Next ball. Pulled round and it's right over the head. Not a chance at 6 runs. Second 6 of the innings. And I'll show you a little bit of a skill I have here, Mudge. I just haven't done it too much today.
Oh, brilliant. We're not
I
on.
got 6-4. Yeah, we're on.
Oh.
6-4 and wicket. I've got.
I've even shot from Dylan Taylor. It's a decent
no,
size
sorry,
boundary
that
as well.
scoreboard's wrong.
Oh, it's not. No, but my bad.
It's right. I fooled you there. It was Jack Duffy that hit that, wearing number 23. It's 8 off 9 deliveries. Jahal won't be happy. And he's gone again. And it's another 6.
Quality shots, that. Good stroke play from a young man.
Yeah, well, he was slow to start his innings, but now he's moving along.
He is. He's on
14 off 10.
14 of 10.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
sorry, I thought you might not see that.
It is Jack Duffy. Sorry, Dylan. My first time commentating, so.
Ends the 15th, it is 125 for 3. I was going to say the similar.
They look similar, yes. And they hit a cricket ball really well, which is also similar. Yeah.
Did you guys, I know you were out there warming the boys up and that, did you guys talk about possibly a past score to chase?
Not really. We
As long as it's one less than what you get, eh?
Yeah. This year we're quite keen on just working on our processes and just doing our best, and and then if we strongly believe if we keep our process strong, results will come. So we didn't get into details of what the score should be like.
I won't ask you to repeat what was said, but I know you guys had a big debrief on Saturday when you got home.
Yeah. I wouldn't be able to say that here.
No, that's what I said. I won't ask you to repeat
some
it.
explicit language used, but
I know when I left it was a good time to leave. I was leaving anyway at that point.
I think look, we've had a really good start to the season, and then a couple of really
This
tough
one's
games.
down, and it's four more.
Then follow with a couple of tough games, and all our boys are, we've got 3 rep players, and actually 5 rep players in our team, and they've worked quite hard. So we're just trying to figure out where are we going wrong. But that's interesting enough, because we went back to our focus, which is we keep to our process, and we'll get down to it. But I did get a bit critical of myself and of the team, and that's the culture we breed. We're not shying away from it.
Yeah, I think it had to be said though in a game in a game where you guys lose by a wicket, defending such a small total, unfortunately.
Yeah.
end of the day, in cricket, and it's not always the case, but most of the time it is in sport, someone needs to win, someone needs to lose.
Yeah, and that's the beauty. That's why we play the game, you know. On that day, actually, if I look at it, cricketers won. And it was disheartening to see us losing, but positive as we've bowled really well to defend 120.
Oh, yeah, to defend that total, as this one is, it's missed by, might have missed everything. Just wait and see if there's a single.
That's 1 run, yes.
It is a run, it has come off the bat.
But no, it's going to be a good chase tonight. Hopefully it doesn't get too dark.
Yeah, those clouds haven't really been as threatening as I thought they could be, as this one's driven to hold its extra cover. You can see on the screen.
But no, they've done really well with the pitch as well. It's great cricketing wicket, given the amount of rain we've had in the past 3 days. So shout out to the groundsman and the club.
Yeah, I know they had it. I was talking to Phil Dunn, as it's 1:32 for 3 after 16. Apologies, I haven't had an extra over in there.
It makes me feel better.
It made me feel better too. Yeah, shout out, as they had a bit of water damage on the pitch.
Yeah.
And so they were a little bit concerned, you know, how it would hold up. But, I mean, there are a few cracks in it, but it is a club pitch after all.
No, I think it's a really good surface for a T20 game. Well, it's shown to be, but we'll see.
I was just
how
going
the
to say
second
Grafton
one
are
goes.
doing pretty well. They're
Pretty
going
well
at
on it,
8.25 and over.
Yaya Zabe's coming from
Southern End.
Southern End. Yaya's again coming off injury, but it'll be good to see what his plans are against.
Yes, the Grafton batsman waits and just plays back to him.
It's a brilliant slow ball, that.
He probably hasn't bowled too many of them, but Sinath Gunawadana, he's at the crease. Saying earlier, he's definitely one of Grafton's informed batsmen. I think Yaya's finally decided that the slow ball's probably the better one today.
That's right, and it's working out so far. But Yaya again we used to call him a wild thing.
Knowing him from last man's stands,
No.
I can see why.
Yeah. But it's great to see how much he's matured as a cricketer. And he's got a great future ahead. A really fit guy as well, really backs himself.
Single down to long on. Talking about last man stands, I'm actually looking forward to Saturday's Prem's match against Kimu.
Oh, there's a lot of boys in
There's
the
a few
team, yeah.
that play with Yaya, play with the team that Yaya's.
Lias and Aurang's. Yeah, it'll be a
Taz and Mac and a few others. So this one is high, stand and deliver stuff, it is 6. There's a big shot over the mid-wicket boundary.
huge 6.
If only I could hit that long.
I do hit that long and then I wake up because it's a dream.
I love that talk there, Saeed. I love that. That's exactly what I would say, and then I wake up. Yeah. I've only hit 2 in my life. First one was straight back over the bowler's head. Tell you what, the opposition don't forget about it. Occasionally when I see them, they remember 2 6s, the one I hit and the one the opposition hit over Cornwall's club rooms. As this is cut, and there was a player.
Kind of throws it into Neil.
I'll learn who was who eventually, Saeed.
Yeah. I mean, I can just.
I got
Look at
Kanav and Dev mixed up the other weekend, and
Fair enough. I get them mixed up, and I've been in the club for 40 years. So.
had to apologise for that. Next ball from Yaya, and it's pretty much a similar result, but straight to the fielder.
Thanks for having me, Bev.
No, very much appreciated there, Saeed. I always say to people, if you're interested, come and have a chat, because it can be a bit boring by yourself.
Yeah, and I just want to say thank you. You're doing an amazing job for us, Bev, and we appreciate it.
Only reason why I keep coming back, mate.
Yeah, I say that every Saturday, but by the time I come to the club, you've already had 2.
I've already had my limit. Alright, so after 17 overs, it is 141 for 3, 9 coming off that last over. That big 6 in there as well. Just a reminder, there will be highlights posted to Bev's Broadcasting official Facebook page. The one with the little avatar is the profile pic. Steve Rupture continues. One for 16 in his last over. There's a misfield, and it's going to be 4. Should have been easily fielded, but wasn't. And another boundary, 145 for 3. There's the next one's Hoyt over long on, and that might be all the way. Just waiting to see. No, it's not. A couple of bounces, 4 runs. And 150, 150 comes up for Grafton in the 18th over. Big shout out to their sponsors. Pro Waterblasting is naming rights. Barfoot and Thompson, Mount Roskill, and Reliance 4X. Let's see what Rutcher's got this time. Quicker, but played along the ground to long on. So now 20 off 27. Jack Duffy 35 off 19 doing the damage. Penultimate ball of Rutcher's spell, and gets a single down to long on once more. $152 for 3. Waits this time, and it is waiting for the signal. It is 6. Ends the over. It is 158 for 3. $17 coming off that over. Big one for Grafton Behemoth Lions. $50 partnership. Thanks very much, Chris, the Grafton Behemoth scorer. I was just thinking someone's got to be close to 50. It's Gunawarana's waiting for the next ball. Just waiting to see. Actually, this might be Barty bowling left arm over from the southern end. He just dabs down on this, just Gunawarana. We get a single. Coming into this match, 17 innings of T20 at an average of 36.5 and a strike rate of 111. 250s is best of 80. Here's the next ball, down on the knee and straight down the ground. Pick up a single. 60 for 3, 2 singles off the first 3 balls. I'll get a third and 3 balls now. And the other games going on in the City Guard Premier Men's T20. Hibiscus Coast 19 without loss after 3 overs, chasing 182 to beat Takapuna. Birkenhead have scored 149 for 9, batting first in Kumu. As the next one, and it's just swiped down the ground. Parnell 179 for 7 in their 20 overs against Cornwall, in Cornwall. Auckland University at home against Ellerslie are 184 for 6 in the last over. And Pakaranga at Lloyd Elsmore Park against Papatoetoe are scored 124 for 7 in their 20 overs. So this is driven down to long off. And of course, updating the Black Caps score at lunch, Bangladesh are 80 for 4. The wicket takers there being Ajaz Patel and Mitchell Satner, who's come in for Ish Sodhi. Gunawarana 44 off 31, and Jack Duffy 43 off 22. Who's the man who waits and tries to get low on it and can't get it away. And it ends the over. 1 to go in this T20 match. Grafton Behemoth Lions batting first, having won the toss. 163 for 3. League by coming off the first ball of the last over. $164 for 3 at the moment with 5 balls left. It's going to be a challenging target for Eden Roskill Pro Waterblasting. As the next ball from Hajat Jahol, it's full toss down the ground and it's all the way for 6. On 49 now for Jack Duffy. Well-deserved 50. He started off slow, but he's got into his work, helped Grafton to quite a challenging score. 50 coming off 25 balls, 4 fours and 5 sixes on that. And with 3 balls to come in this innings, it's 174 for 3. There's a shot at the stumps, and looks as though. What was that? Sorry, Chris. A leg bite. Get through for. Two balls to come. Jahal none for 43. And it's a good dot ball. Got the hit through with a bit of pace. Big shout out to Grafton's new sponsor this season, Behemoth, who've come on board. Last ball of the innings. This is wide, it's pulled round to square leg, and it will end with a 4. And after 20 overs, Grafton, having won the toss and elected to bat, helped there with Jack Duffy's 53. They have finished on 179 for 3. Tune back in about 10 minutes. We'll have Eden Roskill's chase of 180 to 1. welcome back. It is the second ball of the chase, and it's bowled him. Tane Bailey's got a wicket for the second ball, and Damien Vandenberg's gone 2 balls in without scoring. As Neil Patel walks to the crease. So this will be an interesting chase. Neil Patel, one of the informed batsmen for the Eden Roskill Pro Waterblasting side. The second ball from Bailey pulled round to mid-wicket and he get a single, so first runs for Eden Roskill. Fourth ball of the over, and Bardraj gets us to behind point and they get through for another single. Not the start that Eden Roskill Pro Waterblasting were after, but got to deal with what's in front of you. Fifth ball of the over, and finally cuts us off. Neil Patel's T20 stats, 8 innings, 164 runs, as this is down the ground, and they'll get through for a single to end the over. And it's 3 for 1, needing 180 to 1. Yes, Neil Patel, 164, average of 41 at a strike rate of just over 70, so he's probably looking to better that. High score of 52 not out. 14th best average, having had 6 innings or more. Stats also brought to you by myself. Nicky Urbana into the attack from the southern end here at Victoria Park. To Neil Patel. Hat-trick earlier this season against Waitakere. Pleasure to have you folks wherever you are tuned in. Bevan Jenkinson of Bev's Broadcasting. The first ball. The over's bowled him, top of off, middle and leg. Beautiful delivery. And the second Eden Roskill's wicket falls. Three for 2, 1 ball into the second over as Kanav Gambhir walks out to the crease. I think I actually do remember you saying something about watching the live stream, Eden Lizards 85's semi-final of the under-85 Auckland Rugby Club against Pakuranga Panthers. My cousin actually plays for the Eden Lizards. Brock Campbell. There's Kanav Gambhir two innings of 33 for 33 runs. This gets us to short mid-wicket. Only been dismissed in one of those 2 innings, so average of 33. Strike rate of 97. Got some work to do here. Scored 100 earlier this season against Cornwall in the first round of 2-day competition. Waits with that red helmet, flicks us down 2 behind square, and they'll get a quick single. Aman Bardwaj on his toes. His T20 stats: 15 innings, 222 runs, and an average of 17. Strike rate of 114, 150. Gets dismissed. Caught though 9 times in his premier T20 career. A score of 76. It's the 4th ball of the over. And just guided to point. Going to have to run. They do. There's an appeal from the keeper, Jack Duffy. But they're home for a single. Not a problem. Grafton Behemoth Lions, they play at Colin Maiden Park on Sunday for the T20 comp. Round 2 against University in the morning and Hawak Pakaranga in the afternoon for round 3. There's the next ball guided down to 3rd man. Gambia moves on to 2. 1 ball to come in the 2nd over. 6 for 2, Eden Roskill chasing 180 for the victory.
Nikhil already has 15 wickets this season at an average of 7.
Okay, so if you just heard Chris saying, I thought I had actually the microphone off there. Here's the next one. Is full, and it's bowled him off stump. And Aman Bardwaj this time, the victim.
Caught behind.
Oh, caught behind, is it? Sorry. I was looking wrong at the stumps on a weird angle. But Jack Duffy with a catch to go with his 50. And it's 6 for 3. After 2 overs. As Prahlad Ram walks out to the bat, walks out to the crease a lot quicker than anyone was hoping. Nikhil Barnett, 2 for 3. He has 17 wickets this season. His average was 7 coming into this game, Chris just tells me. Fraser Campbell into the attack for the first time. And Kanav Gambhir gets us down to fine leg. There is a fielder there for a single. Next ball from Campbell, and just played on the crease. Short mid wicket coming in. It's a dot ball. Definitely a lot of enthusiasm out there. Oh, so Jack Duffy and Eden Boy as well, being told on the live stream. The Grafton Behemoth Lions wicketkeeper. as this is guided down to third man, but there is protection back there. 2 fielders allowed on the boundary. Fine leg and third man in place. It's the fourth ball of the over. Gambier waits, drives it, and a bit of a misfield, but he'll pick up a single off it. And yeah, 9 for 3. You've got to really ride your luck as much as you can in a T20. Bangladesh batting first, just after lunch, 3 balls after lunch. They're 82 for 4. Mitchell Satner replacing Ish Lodi has 2, and Ajaz Patel has 2. Wicket takers for the Black Caps, as this is played with a bottom edge, and talking about 2, they'll pick up Chew. Prahlad Ram now 3 off 3 deliveries, 11 for 3. One ball to come in the third over. Fraser Campbell's first. And again, this is just French chopped basically. And they'll end the over with a single. It is 12 for 3, needing 180 to win. Run with a quick single as Barner starts his second over, 1 for 4 now. 2 for 4, I should say. Second ball, Gambier just rides on top of this. Point fields it, direct hit. He might have been in trouble, but Ram gets home safe. Gambier now 5 or 6 deliveries. Eden Roskill here, they've just got to be patient. They've got to build this innings. Get back on track. Make sure the dots don't build as well. Pulled round in front of the player at square leg. A deep square, it'll be 4 runs. The first boundary of the innings comes.
Sorry, Chris, you've got the subfielder?
Yes, yep. Should also mention that there was a subfielder on for Grafton. Is a quick shy. Oh, tell you what, he might be in trouble. Here he is. Prahlad Ram taking off for a single, and the wicket has fallen. He's not happy with himself. Definitely no single there. And Eden Roskill 18 for 4. So that's Gunawadana, the man that's thrown down the stumps with the help of Jack Duffy. Oh, it was a direct hit, thank you. Well, I thought it was too, and I thought you were trying to tell me wrong there, Chris. As the number 55, Jake Kumar, comes to the crease. Oh, sorry, it is 2. I looked at my list that had no number on. That's why I thought it was Jake. Swayam Desai out to the crease. Man who opens in the other formats. For the Eden Roskill Pro Waterblasting. It's pretty much opening for them here at 18 for 4. "29 innings in T20s, 450 runs, an average of 16. Strike rate of just shy of a run a ball. High score of 45, gets out caught though. Although I don't think we've had a caught. I know we've had one. We had a caught behind. And the first ball to him is a dot to mid-wicket. He's played 34 matches, which according to Cric and Play HQ, it's the 35th most in Premier level. At some point I'll get round and do all grades and all formats. Don't know how many years that's going to take me. My partner shudders at that thought, as this is played to behind the stumps and ends the over with a dot. Eden Roskill, after 4 overs, they are 18 for 4. Fraser Campbell to continue from the northern end as Gambier goes down the ground, and I'll pick up a couple. Just a single actually. I thought they were quite keen on the 2, but I'll take your word for it considering I can't see. Just a single, because I don't want to harp on it too much, being an Eden Roskill man, but I don't want to take too many risks at this point. The next ball's cut, and there's a player on the boundary at backward point, and they don't risk a second on the misfield, so just another single. Hibiscus Coast 84 for 2, chasing 182 to win against Takapuna. QMU 53 without loss, chasing 150 to beat Birkenhead. As the next ball's driven, short cover fields it. As this one's driven, but cut off at cover. As the 5th ball of Campbell's second over, none for 8. There's a dot. Across those great big dirty marks on the windows now playing on the camera. that sun's come out and made the marks on the right hand of screen a little bit more obvious than what it was. But that's okay, we'll have to put up with it. 5th ball, and goes down the ground, and it's 4. Good shot down the ground and much needed boundary. Ends the over. 24 for 4 after 5.
Ball to 5, I think.
You're going to have to, might have to open the window here, folks, sorry. As the sun's come out and it's about time as they get a single. I'll fix that in a second. It's the first time really that the sun has come out here at Victoria Park. Hello, folks. Now we get a better screen. Funny, Chris, that you won't mind the window being open with the sun out, eh? Though that wind's starting to pick up. And this is to point, and Gambier's going to have to get back, and he does. Big call of no from Desai. As the next ball is just dabbed to point again. There was no run there with the ball going at that pace. Next ball from Bana and cut off at point. Great fielding. You can see it this right of screen there. There's a dot ball. 3 dot balls in a row. Sorry, Chris. Sinath Gunawaidana has already got the run out. One ball to come in the 6th over. And flicked round down to fine leg, and it might be all the way. It is 6 runs to end the over, and it's 31 for 4. As the first ball is Bailey's back into the attack, started the innings, 1 for 3. Starts with a dot in the second ball, second over.
What figures have you got for the Roskill Cricket?
I'll pull that up in a second as this one's down leg And shy down at the bowler stumps, and it's a run.
Yeah, that's all.
Nikhil Bana's T20 stats. 42. Oh, hang on. Might be better to mention that off screen. Actually, there's a appeal for LBW. No. Oh, just waiting to see what the story is. He might be caught behind here. There's a wicket at least. And Eden Roskill's 5th wicket goes. Gambia, runner ball 16. It's 32 for 5.
Okay, so what way Nikhil Bana starts?
Hajjot Jahal, the new batsman at the crease, gets a single off his first ball. Just been told that I do have Nikhil Bana has 3 wickets. He's only got 2 because the third one was a run out. Is this another single to Desai? And 50 premier wickets for Jack Duffy as well. Chris informs me. As Jahal down the ground, great diving attempt off screen. He cuts it off, ends the over. A successful one, a wicket and 3 runs. It is 34 for 5 after 7 overs. Bangladesh 87 for 4, building nicely after 4 wickets falling in about 8 overs. Dylan, I think it is. I think I saw 8 on his back. Dylan Taylor into the attack. As there'll be a single off the first ball of the over from Desai. Captain Dylan Taylor. As the next ball's full. Played down to long on for a single. Have a look at Dylan's T20 stats. Premier stats, 30 matches, 20 wickets. RPO of 6.2 and an average of 17.4. Three wicket bags. Gets his wickets caught. Has 13 of those 20. As this one's short. There's an appeal for LBW and given. Wasn't the greatest delivery, but Swayam Desai is gone. LBW, after the bowling of Taylor, it's the 5 of 10 deliveries. Duke Kemar is the new batsman. ...150 runs in 13 innings, an average of 13.8. Strike rate of 102. Played a few Auckland Aces games as well. Defends the first ball. High score of 32 not out, 8 dismissals caught. As this one's played around 2 mid-wicket. I'll pick up 2. It's wide long on. It's come round and fielded that. One ball to come in Taylor's first over, the 8th of the innings. 1 for 4 at the moment. And this is straight through the keeper. Kumar couldn't get anything on it. And it's 38 for 6 in the chase of 180. Ryan Whelan into the attack from the northern end. Jahal 2 off 3 deliveries.
No, sorry, it's Renee Meadows.
Renee Meadows is into the attack. Thank you, Chris. I'll forgive you. I think that's probably your first mistake of the day. And one of many from me, because I don't seem to have had him there. First ball's a dot anyway. Jahal waits for the next one and just defended down the crease. Apologies that my scoreboard says 2 no balls, it's just because I had to type in Renee's name. It's up to date. It's 3rd ball from Meadows. And hits Jahal high on the pad. Spoons away. No run. Five wickets in 11 matches. RPO of 8.3 in Premier T20s. 2 for 17 and 4 of those 5 wickets have been caught. There's the next ball to Jahal. Down and up. Indoor cricket styles. And it's 4 dot balls. To start the over. I do apologise, TTV. It's actually my first year with Eden Roskill, so I don't know about Lizard Boy, the bowler. It's a single to square leg. Pleasure to have your company wherever you have tuned in. Bevan Jenkinson of Bev's Broadcasting bringing you the Eden Roskill matches. Sunday will be at Cornwall Cricket Club, the Premier Reserve Men's T20. As this is just guided off the pitch, a loud call of no. Ends the 9th over, it's 39 for 6. I should backtrack actually on what I'm saying there. Saturday, Eden Roskill got Pro Waterblasting Premier Men's play Kumu at Keith Hay Park. That one will be live streamed. I'll get a link up on the YouTube channel very shortly as Dylan Taylor to continue from the southern end. And then on Sunday, the Premier Reserve men's are at Cornwall playing Grafton in their first T20 on pitch number 2. And Cornwall on pitch number 2 in the afternoon. I'll bring you 2 matches on the day. The first one will depend on what Cornwall permit. As Jahol comes down the wicket and Taylor can't field it, and it's a single to long off. But there'll be 2 T20 matches live on YouTube on the channel you're watching currently, Bev's Broadcasting. As it's an appeal for run out, and he's given. Jahol has been run out in the most awkward of circumstances, backing up, and the 7th wicket falls. Sounds like a Scottish bagpipes are playing quite close by. Underneath, Chris is signalling to me. And it looks as though Devratra is into the attack. Into the batting crease, 40 for 7. Next ball from Taylor, and it's just guided off the pads in a single. Should say that Taylor was the man who caused the run out. Probably one of the worst ways you can get out in cricket. It is a funny old game. Full driven, and they'll get a single off the misfield. Just had a quick listen, Chris, to the live stream. You can actually hear those drums and bagpipes. Not surprised. As misfield from Taylor, but no run. Being from, actually, born and raised and still living in Paeroa, as is an appeal for RBW, but turned down, ends the over, 42 for 7 after 10 overs. Where we have, every February we have the Highland Games in Tattoo. Do not mind the noise of bagpipes and drums. I think one of the best national anthems around is the Flower of Scotland, especially when it is played on bagpipes. Not the most easiest of musical instruments to play. Renee Meadows to continue from the northern end. Starts with the dot. So this one's pulled down to long on. And I'll pick up a single. Right, try now 2 of 3 deliveries. No score from North Shore versus East Coast, or Waitakere versus Suburbs, apologies. Hibiscus Coast need 16 off 2 overs, 17 off 2 overs, with 6 wickets in hand to beat Takapuna, as this one's just jabbed into the ground and Kumar sent back. Fourth ball from Meadows, left arm over, and just jabbed down to the ground behind point. They'll pick up 1, and I think it'll just be the 1. This one's behind the wicket, pulled round, and it's going to be 4 runs. And Devratra with the boundary. It's the 6 off 4, 48 for 7.
Is the boundary get replayed?
Sorry?
Is the boundary get replayed on this one?
No, it's too hard to pull up a hole. As this one's 2 mid off, and I'll scamper through for a single. Ends the over, 49 for 7 after 11 overs. Sinner's going to widen it into the attack and gets a 4 off his first ball. Did forget that the Grafton pipe band plays here at has their base here at Victoria Park. Underneath the club rooms here, there's a single to deep square. We were keen on a second, but weren't going to get it. Nothing wrong with a bit of Highland music. $54 for 7, chasing 180. It's just dabbed behind the wicket there from Kumar. I'll scamper through for a single. Kumu 100 for 2 in the 13th over, chasing 150 to beat Birkenhead. Cornwall 91 for 2 after 13, chasing 180. University 186 for 8, batting first against Ellerslie, as this is a dot to point. Ellerslie in reply are almost as good as Eden Roskill Pro Waterblasting at the moment. 74 for 8 after 12.
I think you got to refresh, or have you got to refresh the scores?
Yes, there's another dot to cover. Right, annoyed with himself. And Papatoitoi 97 for 1, chasing 125 for the victory. It's jabbed into the ground. They will pinch a single this time. Some good running there between Kumar and Ratra. Ends Gunawarana's first over, 7 off it. It's 56 for 7. Just having another look at the Takapuna Hibiscus Coast game. Hibiscus Coast need... Who is it, sorry? Ryan Whelan into the attack. Shouldn't miss him with his red hair. Hibiscus Coast need 11 off the last over with 4 wickets in hand against Takapuna. Ellerslie 80 for 9, needing 187 to beat University. As this is just dabbed from Ratra, and they get through for a single. I think the Grafton pipe band here, Chris, has actually made more viewers tune in. Oh, City of Auckland, sorry. Yes, there'll be a single, quick single, shy at the stumps, and it's a single. 2 singles off the first over, off this over. And this is 3 point. This cover comes in. They'll get another single. Because you never know at the end of the competition how much the extra runs Eden Roskill are managing to get can help with their net run rate and that. If making the semi-finals can come down to that. Nearly 8 p.m. local time here in Tamaki Makaurau CBD at Victoria Park as Whelan's 4th ball pulled round to the leg side. Over cow corner, they'll pick up 2. And look at a 3rd. No, just settle with the 2. This is my 3rd. Oh, and a no ball. So it'll be a free hit coming up. $62 for 7. Can only be dismissed on a run out. Have seen someone take a catch and run them out quite early when free hits were introduced to cricket, and this is going to fall safe on the artificial wicket. Ball to come in Whelan's first over, none for 5 so far. as this is defended. We're going to run with the shot. Easily done. There was a shot at the stumps. Jim Birchall getting out of the way. Bangladesh have lost a 5th wicket. I'll update that with you in a second. It is the end of 13 overs. Oh, one to come, sorry. Oh, I know what the issue is. I know why I thought that was the end of the over.
I didn't get the no ball on screen.
And this is played to mid-wicket. And they'll punch a single. Fuck, where am I going? Who got that? Jameson got a wicket. Got the last wicket. .11. Yeah, the problem is with this is that I can't make it 2 runs and a no ball. It's got to be 3 no balls.
I was going to ask you about
Yeah.
that.
So I was just trying that and went, nah. Yeah, I knew I hadn't put that as a no ball as soon as I realised there was one to come. And I thought I had turned off the mic, but I haven't. It's 64 for 7 after 13 overs. Kyle Jamieson, if you're just in here, got the last Black Caps wicket. Comes down the wicket, does Kumar, and
That's Devracha.
it's Devracha, sorry. And it's 6 all the way. First ball of Gunawarden is over, hit for 6 over mid-wicket. Next ball from Gunawarden, delicately played down to 3rd man. Pick up 1, and it'll just be 1. As this one's played down to long off for a single. Congratulations to Hibiscus Coast. Thank you, Paul. You did tell me that they'd won, and they have. In the last over. I didn't doubt you, Paul. I just wanted to make it official. Kumar on strike. Waits, pulls this one round, and there's a man back there. It's caught. And the 8th wicket falls. The partnership comes to an end. Shanvadia, the substitute fielder, has taken the catch. And they're 8 down. I have to tell you, I've also got a duck that can walk across the screen too.
That's good work done.
I've forgotten to do it today. Hopefully I don't need to do it for the rest of the match. And the new man at the crease is Yaya Zeb. Apologies, Steve. This one's down to fine leg. Diving save, great fielding. It's just a single. Kumar plays this off his pads for a single. Ends the over, 74 with it for 8. Excuse me, folks. First ball of Whelan's over is 4 runs. As this is wide down leg side. So I have to re-bowl that again. And you'll have to re-bowl that again. So it's wide once more. In the dying stages of this game at Tamaki Makaurau CBD Victoria Park, Grafton Behemoth Lions winning the toss and electing to bat first, 179. They managed to score in their 20 overs. This one's down, straight down the ground, and it's another no ball. The single taken off it. Two for 8. It's the City of Auckland bagpipe band carries on. It's Ryan Whelan, sorry. And it's 4 off the free hit. So 16 coming off his 7 deliveries so far, or 7 legitimate deliveries. And this one's straight through the keeper, dot ball. It's actually Yaya Zeb on strike. I think my first over of senior cricket was 13 balls after a lot of wides and no balls. My first legitimate ball was a wicket at least. But I think the joke went that the batsman got sick of waiting for a legitimate ball. So this one's down the ground for a single. $83 for 8. Bangladesh 109 for 5 in their second test against the Black Caps, winning the toss and batting first on day 1. Duke come out 16 off 19 deliveries. Yeah, Zeb 1 off 1. Another single picked up. All right, it's actually caught. Lost sight of the ball there. It's been caught at fine leg. And the 9th wicket falls. Duke Kamar's gone 16 off 20 deliveries. Sorry? Fraser Campbell, the man finally taking the catch. And Daman Barty comes to the crease, number 11 for Eden Roskill Pro Waterblasting. Big thanks to their sponsors, Pro Waterblasting, Barfoot and Thompson, Mount Roskill and Reliance Forex. And also a big shout out to Grafton Lions supporter, Behemoth, with the brewing company who's come on board this season. And the first ball to Barty clips this off his legs. Get a single through to mid-wicket. His T20 stats on screen there for you for Papatoetoe, joining Eden Roskill Pro Waterblasting Wolves this season. Ends the over, 88 for 9. Pretty much all but the crying that's in this game. One wicket left, 5 overs to go. As Taylor starts again and gets a single to third man. Good to see both players at the crease still wanting some positivity, getting the runs where they can. Zeb and Barty. Tane Bailey, apologies. Down the ground this time, and they'll pick up 1, and that's all they'll settle for it, long off. Grafton innings, Taylor 43, Bailey 37, Houghton 8, not out batsman Gunawadna 28, and Duffy 53. 10 extras, 10 fives and 5 leg byes and 5 wides. So this one is, just missed out and on a good catch on the boundary. It's 6 runs. Sorry, that's not a wicket. Bailey's next ball, bit of juggle around. Bowlers for Eden Roskill Pro Waterblasting Wolves. Chahal, none for 47. Barty, none for 27, as this one's pulled around same place. Player coming round and parries it over for another 6. Zeb, none for 47. Kumar, 2 for 21, the pick of the bowlers. And Ratra, 1 for 32. And then looking at the Eden Roskill scorecard, Vandenberg, none, as this is wide outside off stump and called so. Bhardwaj 2, Neil Patel 2, Gambier 16, and that ends the over. It is So we're just having to wait as Play HQ hasn't updated. $103 for 9 after 16. The City of Auckland pipe band starts up again. This is jagged down to third man. They'll pick up a single. Fraser Campbell into the attack. You knew what I was going to ask you. Actually surprised that pace is allowed, as it's 8:15 local time. Tamaki Makaurau. It's got quite dark. It's the second ball from Campbell, and it'll be a dot to cover. Finishing off the Eden Roskill scorecard to date: Ram 9, Desai 5, Jahol 4, Kumar 16, Ratra the highest score of 23. Without the last over being counted, as we've just got some issues with Play HQ. This is through the keeper. Bailey 2 overs, 2 for 6, pick of the bowlers. Barner 2 for 16 off his 3. Campbell none for 12. None for 13 halfway through his third, I should say. Taylor 1 for 7. Reelan 1 for 22. Meadows none for 8. And Gunawarna 1 for 17. This is another dot ball. Just a reminder that highlights of this match, there won't be photos, but highlights of the match will be posted to Bev's Broadcasting official Facebook page. If you have a look at the description there, the tiny URL link is the one that will send you to that Facebook page. I'll hopefully get that up before Saturday's games. As this is driven down the ground. I think that might go all the way. Yes, it has. 6 more to the total. 110 for 9. Reminder, Hibiscus Coast have beaten Takapuna. Cumu have beaten Birkenhead. So it'll be a single behind the wicket. I've just got a bottom edge on this. Yes, he has. And Paul, 111. 111 for 9 after 17. Should mention that these matches and the other matches that are happening around the City of Sales, Tamaki Makaurau and the City Guard 2023-24 Premier Men T20. So Kumu with a win over Birkenhead, Hibiscus Coast a win over Takapuna. Grafton Behemoth Lions looking as though they'll win this one. Parnell have beaten Cornwall. University have cleaned up Ellerslie. And Papatoetoe have beaten Hauck Pakaranga. It's new over from the southern end. Tane Bailey to bowl his 4th, and there's a single to mid-wicket. Second ball, and it's come behind the stumps. Zed didn't have much idea about that. Took off for a single, but Ratra turned him down.
That's party.
Second ball taken, is it? No, it's on the bounce. I should say it's Daman Bharti's out there with Zeb, and nodded my head to say, oh no, no, I didn't. As I said it, actually, I thought that's not deaf. I don't think Dev wouldn't mind being that tall. This one's just through the keeper. And this one round on the leg side, and it's all the way for 6 more. Bonus runs here for the Eden Roskill Pro Waterblasting side. 119 for 9 after 18 overs. It's alright, Chris, I thought that was a quick over too. Fraser Campbell into the attack, and it's just a single there to cover. Yaya plays cricket used to play cricket until he, as we have light, Chris asked for light and he was given it. Tell you what, that makes a lot of difference. Up until this season, he's played a few games of last man stands. It's a shot at the stumps, it would have been long gone. Yeah, it would have been long gone if it was a direct hit, but it wasn't. Well run between these two. Played last man stands with the Nengulese boys. A few of them playing for Kumu, which is Eden Roskill Pro Waterblasting Wolves Prem's next opposition on Saturday. On the Richard Jones Cup, round 2, trophy, sorry. Richard Jones, another last man stands player. Top of my head, he plays the top catch. Richard Jones on a Thursday. Still wicket keeps. Played one day in England. One day international, I should say. In '95. As this one's cut down to cover. One more to the total. Bangladesh 114 for 5. Ajaz Patel, Mitch Satner, who's in for East Sodi, have 2, and Kyle Jamieson with 1 wicket. Bangladesh winning the toss and electing to bat first on day 1 of the second test match. In Bangladesh, I haven't actually looked where that is. I think it's in Dhaka. No, it's in Morpur. Next ball from Campbell, pulled around, doesn't get that square though, then ends the over with a dot. Nicky Urbana to finish us off here at Victoria Park. 57 is the margin at the moment, so the result pretty much gone unless there's a complete catastrophe. Seen some funny things in sport, but that would be top of the list. Single to start the over. Second ball, and it's behind the wicket, and 2 singles now. That's why I made that comment of I'm surprised they're allowed to bowl pace in this light. I was playing a last man stands game and
It will actually be much lighter out,
oh, I'm sure it is, yeah.
but it's still pretty horrible.
Third ball of the last. And this is down to long off. 3 singles so far. Yeah, I was playing a game of last man stands at Inniscommon with the Lakers in Hamilton, and in this sort of light, and I got asked, did I want spin? And I go, no, I can actually see the pace. I couldn't see this. I can't play spin very well, so I was quite happy with pace. As this is through the keeper. 2 balls to go. It is Grafton Behemoth United Lions that are pretty much going to be winning this one. Margin at the moment is 54. And swing of the bat, Zeb goes and gets it down to mid-wicket for another single. Last ball is Barty to take strike. Highest win by runs according to Cric and Play HQ happened in 2013-14. Happened against Grafton actually. Parnell beat them by 160 according to the stats I've got in Premier T20. Last ball of the match, Grafton Behemoth United, they've won this game and it's going to be by 53 runs as Eden Roskill finish their innings. They've managed to bat out their 20. Paul, just confirming 126. So 128, thank you. Yeah, 128 for 9. After Grafton United won the toss and elected to bat first, they made 179. As I've said, there will be highlights posted to Bev's Broadcasting official Facebook page. You can find that. There's a link to that through the tiny URL. You can click on that and it'll take you there. You'll see highlights of the Premier Reserves match between the same 2 clubs. This Saturday I'll be at Keith Hay Park and bringing you the Richard Jones Trophy match between Eden Roskill and Cumu. Until then, folks, take care out there. Look after yourself, look after your mental health, please. And ka kite anō.